So, hello everybody. Today I thought I'd share myself driving, as yes, I did get my license. A couple of you were a little bit disappointed that the first driving video I did was inside a virtual video game, but here, finally, I am actually driving. I am driving in Norway, as that is where I live. And yes, I do drive well, it's almost like a hatchback, but it's a Ford Fusion. It's a car that is my first ever car, and a car that I bought right after getting my license. Luckily, I was able to get it for a very, very good price from my girlfriend's father, and luckily enough, he is very, very good with cars, so everything is good on it. The only thing I'm going to do is change the power steering fluid, as I think you call it in other countries than Norway. In Norway it's called the servo steering fluid, but never mind that. I will change it because the wheel is a little bit stiff when you try and turn it, and that's about it. Otherwise, it's a great car. It is a electric semi-automatic vehicle, meaning that you can drive it as a manual without using a clutch, which I do when I am driving per se in places that are very steep, where the 80 horsepower just won't do it. You know, it's not a Chevrolet and it's not a Bugatti, therefore you got to give a little bit of love when you're using it. Per se, going up a really, really steep hill, you got to drive up to, well, 5,000 RPM while you're in second gear until you can actually keep going. Well, I mean, in general, I love cars, not in the way of that I'm like, oh, look, that's a BMW 2007, blah 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 blah. Like, I don't care about that. I care about how it works, and I think it's all very interesting because I like mechanics, and you know, I've been building computers for a big part of my life, and I've always been interested in computers as well. Such as my gaming PC, I bought all the parts separate, and I was looking after what parts go well together, what processor should I get, what cooling unit, graphics card, internal memory, etc. And I bought it, and I got it all delivered to my door, and I put it together, and it is honestly like Legos, because if you are able to read a manual and you know that red goes to red and blue goes to blue and the square goes on the square and the circle goes in the circle, you can build a computer. I am not joking with you. It is that easy. If you look up a YouTube tutorial on how to build a computer, it is not difficult at all. They will use difficult words such as the PSI slot, the 16-pin PSI, the 36-pin PSI, the whatever, the Molex connector. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that really does matter is that you, well, give it time and that you don't force anything and don't try to be faster than you need to be when you build a PC. As per se, well, imagine that you are trying to build a computer very fast and you slam down the processor, well, then the processor is gonna break. Sorry, but yeah. And a processor is expensive, but either way, I'm not here to talk about cars and computers. I'm rather here to make sure that you are able to relax and feel tranquilized. That's a very nice word, tranquilized. A lot of people love my accent, where I don't really love my accent, say, but I do enjoy it. Per example, if I were to speak without an accent, I would sound like this. Hello, my name is Henrik, and I do ASMR on YouTube. Which is per se PewDiePie and normally other YouTubers like that when they first started out. Now, I don't watch a lot of PewDiePie, not anymore. I watch some of it, but not a lot, and it's usually just when it pops up in my recommended, and I'm like, oh, what's this guy doing nowadays? I remember when he was like, oh, you watch PewDiePie? Come on, he's one of the most seen YouTubers, and I was like, alright, I guess I'll check it out now. Enjoyed his content, but nowadays it's not really my type of tea, but it's alright. Now, I was thinking if I do get a little bit more money on Patreon, and if I do get a little bit more, well, money in that way of creating content, then I would buy a GoPro, and I was thinking of doing travelling stuff in Norway, as I live in Norway. It's a very beautiful, beautiful country, and yeah, there's just so many beautiful things to do, and POV footage is always fun, for example, when I am driving a car as well. Now, let's say I'm driving a car and you can see my hands and my tattoo that I have on my right arm and whatever. And I was also thinking of using the GoPro as a camera for when I'm recording, but as for now, it is going to be cameraless, which is fine. As I think I've said 1,000 times before, you don't need to support my Patreon. It's honestly fine if you don't. I just love being able to help you sleep, relax, and just take a moment and be yourself. Everybody deserves that sometimes, and even us creators do. That's why I took such a long break, to figure out stuff and get better. So, I think now the best thing that we all can do is work together to stay safe and stick together to be nothing but the best that we can be for ourselves and the ones close to us. Now, I hope some of you do play League of Legends, and if you don't worry. It's not going to be the main part of the video, but I am going to be playing League of Legends and posting videos of it while I'm doing ASMR. Now, League of Legends is a 5v5 game. I spoke about it before, so I'm not going to say too much, but that means that I will have to have some teammates, and if you do play the game and you live in Europe, go ahead and give me a message. But if you live in the United States or Oceania, whatever, if you play on the EUS servers, then don't be afraid to hit me up and say, hey, I'd maybe like to play with you, because I would be able to, well, enjoy a game with you, which would be great. Now, as it comes for streams, I have been thinking about doing streams as well, and I promise I will give a notification a while before I do it. I know that some of you last time were disappointed that I streamed at a time that you weren't aware of that I was going to do, so you were probably doing something else. A lot of people did say, please tell us before you do it next time. And when I stream, I will have the option for you to chat with me, and of course, if you like, you are able to donate as in any other stream. I'm not there for the money, I'm there for the connection that we can have. But of course, if you donate, you can put in a message, yada yada, everybody can see, and of course I will read it out loud. Of course I will read out all the messages that I can out loud, but last time I wasn't able to read and or answer every single message. So, I don't think I have to explain how streaming works. Oh yeah, a little fun challenge for you. Try and comment down below of how many Teslas you saw during this video. I know some of my American friends are like, oh, there's like a Tesla here and there, and in Germany it's like, oh, there's a few more Teslas than the United States, but here in Norway Teslas are pretty common, and you can see them quite often as well. Yeah, I just went to the dentist as well. I'm not gonna lie, I love scuba diving. I want to jump in, skydiving. I want to volunteer for the army. I want to do all those things which are seen as quite scary, but the dentist, that's one of the things where I say, well, this is something I actually find terrifying. But luckily, I have a very good dentist, and she did great work, and she never made me feel unsafe, and it just was a pleasant experience, honestly. I was in and then I was out in like 30 minutes. She said my teeth is very healthy and I take good care of them, and I said, well, thank you. Even though I use tobacco and drink a lot of soda pop. I don't. I want to stop myself there. Why did I say soda pop? I never say that. I never ever say that. Soda pop is something that I've only heard or seen somebody say on TV. You never learned that in school either. Huh. Well, strange thing happens. And the other strange thing that will happen is that I will say goodbye. That I hope that you take care. I hope that you love yourself. And I hope that I will see you next time as well. Sweet dreams. And or have a great afternoon, day, morning, or night. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.